I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely, totally ready for autumn. I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for my boots, my hats, my scarves. I'm just ready for what the rest of the year can really bring if we put our head down because girl, summer's been a lot. Hi guys, my name's Ren. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is where we level up and become the best, baddest versions of ourselves together. If that feels like a season you are in right now, girl, you gotta join the gang. I don't know about you guys, but I am ready. I feel like summer has been great, but I'm so ready now to just get my life back on track. Do you know when you feel like you've had summer and you have had some good times and fun times, that I've been drinking too much, eating too much, going out too much, everything is just in too much. Plus, I've had a big transformation. Like I've moved house, I've started a new job, and I just feel like I'm out of my body, like I'm having an out of body experience. I haven't been on my routines, I haven't been doing all the things I said I would do, I haven't been sticking to my habits, and I'm like, do you know what? It's fine, Renee, give yourself compassion and give yourself love. This goes for you too, but it's just time, it's time now. It is time to reset for the autumn season. I feel like this is the absolute perfect time. What better time than the end of September, ready for college, ready for school, ready for work, just ready to be like, okay, winter, we're getting it. We need to set an intention. What do you want this autumn season to look like? What do you want to achieve? We need to sit down, we need to write it down, we need to get very clear, because without being clear, we don't have a direction. We think we might have a direction, but sometimes you actually sit down and you're like, oh, actually, no, I want this, and oh, actually, I want this. I love doing goals in smaller chunks. As you would have known on this channel, I absolutely love the 12-week year, and I'm about to start one again, and I just feel like this again is the perfect time to be like, okay, what do we want for autumn/winter? Not the whole year, not next year. What do we want right now? What do we want to achieve? What do we want? What do we want to look like in ourselves, in our character, in our goals? What do we want? So first and foremost, just get down, romanticize it. Candle, nice coffee, tea, hot chocolate, wine, girl, whatever you want to do, what floats your boat, and sit down and think, what do I want this to look like? It might be that you just want to chill, you want to spend more nights at home, you want to get used to being on your own, get used to being in that house, you want to do some dates with yourself, you want to read more, you want to get in that gym, you want to start that business, you want to focus, you want to start getting on your Zoom and making that content. Whatever it is for you, you need to sit down and be intentional about what it is, so then you can make an action plan. Then we need to set our systems. We need to set systems in place. I am so over goals. Yes, you need like a wider intention, which are your goals, but then it's all about your systems. What are those small habits that you're going to do every single day that ultimately reach your goals? You might be saying you want to spend more time alone. Okay, so what are your weekends looking like? Are you setting up that on a weekend or on an evening, that's what you're doing? You're chilling, you're spending time alone, you're doing hobbies that you want to do. It might even be watching a film, writing, drawing, reading a book. You're implementing that in your day-to-day life. Okay, you're saying summer's over, you want to get back in the gym, you don't want to be rushed like it was this year, you want to start getting healthy right from the start. What does that look like? That's probably going to look like you doing some form of exercise 4 to 5 times a week. Do you know what are your systems in place? For me, I was doing no sugar a couple of months ago, just before summer, and it was really working for me. I was getting used to it. My skin was a lot better over summer. Between summer and my birthday, it's just gone out the window. So for me, a system is, okay, I've had so much chocolate, sweets, whatever in my house because of it's been summer, the girls been coming over, my birthday, stuff like that. It's all going. I am back to healthy shopping list. Like I am back to buying certain things every single week. That okay, now this is in the house. I've got my nuts for my snacks. I've got my fruit. That is a system I'm putting in place to help me stop eating sugar again. So it's like, what can you do that's going to impact you on a day to day? That's going to achieve these goals, because the goal's one thing, but if you want to write a book over the winter, okay, what's that looking like day to day? Is that looking like 200 words? Is that looking like a paragraph? Is that looking like an hour? Is that looking like half an hour at a set time in a set place every single day? And you don't know how many words you might write. You might start with an hour and then you never know, you might be writing for 3. But it is so important set systems. And one thing about setting your systems that helps you implement a habit is have a time and a place for that habit. So I have a habit app that I absolutely love. I know you must have heard me speak about it before. And on the app, it alerts me, it reminds me of what I said I was going to do at a certain time. But as a note, I have put, I am going to meditate after my shower in my bedroom for 20 minutes. So it's like where I am going to do that for and how long. It just helps your brain recognize it and really implant it into your routine, even more than saying, oh, I want to meditate. Don't know when, don't know where, what time. It's just not embedded then. It's a lot harder to then say, okay, I'm going to make this habit. I'm going to try and do this every single day. Your environment is so important, and I know we can't always be totally in control of that. You might be living with someone right now, you might be living at your parents, you might be at college or uni, and it's not the best environment that you'd love to be in, but make your environment the best you can make it. So whether it be that your room, your house, make it comfortable. I'm not saying go and spend a fortune, but make it somewhere inviting, somewhere you feel like you want to get motivated in that space. Light is so important. Cleanliness, like when my room is clean or my house is clean, I feel like I can conquer the world. When it's a mess, my mind is just like, I can't think straight, I can't concentrate, I can't do anything. So having a clean environment is so important. And let's say you're sharing a room with siblings, because girl, I did that for like most of my life until I was 15. Then your environment might be outside of the house. When I was at uni, the library was my environment. I used to book one of those little pods with a TV in it and just chill in there and just do my work, chill, whatever, vibe, even if I'm just doing some referencing, some light work. That was me choosing my environment and making it motivational for me. You might know you work good in a coffee shop, your local library, there might be somewhere else. You might like to work outside on a bench, in a park, wherever it is for you. Sort out that environment. And same for working out. Some people can work out at home. I can, I don't mind. Some people need a really nice gym. I made it a thing to join a nice gym, and it helped me go. It really did help me go, because it made me feel like, oh, this is a nice environment, I want to be here. So be aware of that. Be aware of how important it is for you to thrive based upon your environment, and that includes people, girl. Like, yes, the physical space, but if you're around a set of people, in an environment with a set of people that you know aren't aligning with the next version of yourself, aren't aligning with the best version of yourself, that also isn't going to work. I'm not saying cut off all your friends tomorrow, but I am saying be wary of that, step back. If you're in a space where you know, okay, I want to do this video now, or I want to be intentional about my work now, you're probably not going to meet up with those people. Or make sure you do what you need to do first or separately before you then go around them people and then they demotivate you, flatten your vibe, flatten your energy. Because if you're going to be in that kind of environment with those kind of people, and then feel like you're going to go home and do amazing work, be creative, be on your ish, it's not going to happen. You are going to have no energy. We need to revamp our intake. And what I mean by this is, whatever you consume, we all consume social media in some way, but it's about revamping it. It's about making sure your feed, your posts, your reels, whatever it is, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, is positive, or not even positive, but just aligning to your next goals, what you want your next version to look like. Are you looking at your feed, are you looking at your TikTok and scrolling, feeling motivated and inspired? Or are you feeling upset, depleted, want to come off the app, feeling like you're not enough, your life's not enough, you're having all this jealousy, all these hate? Like, be really aware of your emotions and how that is making you feel. One thing I've kind of fell off in summer is reading. I haven't really read as much, so I'm ready to start a new book, and I'm on it. I'm just like, okay, I need to revamp my intake. What is my social media? Usually I delete Snapchat and Instagram. Over the summer, once again, I've kind of had it back. My soul is telling me it is time. Summer's over, birthday's over, get rid of them. Or what do you need them for? What do I actually need them for at this point? I don't need them. And every moment or 10 minutes I'm taking scrolling, that could be doing something constructive. So think about what you're consuming and revamp it. I'm not saying get rid, but one thing I've done to really help me have a positive and healthy relationship with social media is just be really intentional about what I'm consuming. Because I go on my TikTok and honestly, it motivates me. Like, I'll go on there and listen to a few times. I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm on it. Like, I'm getting back on it. And that's how your social media needs to make you feel. If that's how it's making you feel, you're doing it right. And it's fine if it's not. But like we said, we're doing a revamp. So for me, I feel like Instagram and Snapchat is gone with the wind again until I feel like, okay, yeah, I might want to have it back. Practice daily reset. So I've started this whole like revamp since yesterday. So I'm with you. I'm brand new with it. Like I've literally been in the dump. But I just wanted, one thing I said to myself I wanted to do is just do a reset. I was getting really lazy with like, oh, it's only 1 cup in the sink. Oh, it's only 1 blanket. Or, oh, it's only going to take me 5 minutes to get my clothes out in the morning. And what you don't realise is all those little things add up, and then it makes your morning very hasty and rushed and not flowing and not smooth. And then the whole way you started your next day is just not ideal. You're leaving the house, your house is a mess, and you're coming in and you're having to resort that out, then cook dinner. And I was like, no, Renee, it's 5 to 10 minutes reset. Just take, like I've said to myself, right, on a Sunday, I'm gonna pick out my outfits for work for the week. Me and my daughters, I'm going to iron them. On an evening, I'm gonna fold up the blankets. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing in the sink. I'm gonna make sure if I'm prepping breakfast or whatever I'm doing for the next day, it's all organised and ready to go. Because those little daily resets, you don't understand how much that sets you up for them the next day. I used to write in my diary every evening about main things and lists I want to do for the next day. Literally, that helped me gain so much success. And set a timer again. It's on my habit app. Set a timer for 10 minutes. It probably will take you 5, where you've just literally set your timer. Boom, you're just gonna quickly zoom around the house, and that's all it is. It is a zoom round. But when you reset and get into the habit of resetting your space, resetting for the next day, your next day is so much smoother, and it saves you so much time just cleaning up. Your house will then never get messy, or your room will never get messy, because you're used to resetting it, so you're not letting it build and build and build and build. Please comment below and tell me the systems that you're thinking about putting in place for this fall, for this autumn, because girl, we are going to get it. Okay, January is around the corner, Christmas is round the corner, and it is absolutely time to make the rest of the year count. See you next week.